What's up, guys? Okay, so we are here. This is another ranked game. Give me just 1 second. I had to switch some stuff on my other screen. Um, Now, earlier today, Team Liquid Moon, as their jungler, had played Kindred, which is really rare for. It's the first pick, pro pick of anyone playing Kindred in the professional leagues at all so far this year with all the games they've had. So most people right now think Kindred's super weak and not very good. And I've actually played a bunch of Kindred this season. Like all my mastery from Kindred is season 7. So I've played her a bunch the last like month or so. But we're gonna run kind of what he ran. Now he ran Ghost, which is not at all bad. But with them having a Maokai, I wanted to take Flash because I could very easily see me being the target of his root, and being able to like flash him out of position is a big benefit. So that was the main reason I actually took it as opposed to taking Ghost. But I have played this with Ghost and it's not bad either. It's pretty fun. So what I'm gonna do here is your mark spawns at 2 minutes and 30 seconds. So what I'm going to do here is I'm going to go down and I'm going to start this scuttle. Where is it? There it is. Because there is a chance that this is my mark right when it spawns. See? So like right there, it spawned while I was attacking it. So I literally just instantly got that mark. Now, Shaco is not going to know that I got that because it spawned so quickly and is more than likely going to be trying to head back down that way at some point in the near future to try and get that. So, we'll see if we see him pop up here. But that is a really big benefit. Oh, he took my red. That was dumb of me. I wasn't paying close enough attention to even see that he got that. So bad of me there. No biggie though. Getting your mark, in my opinion, getting your mark is more important than getting your red, especially your first. Hell yeah. Especially your first mark, because your passive isn't even like at all activated without having any marks. Now I got 2 points in my Q here, and it was actually an accident instead of getting my E. So I don't know that we're going to be able to finagle this here, but let's try. That's okay. Now, Shaco, I'm assuming, is at his bottom jungle right now because that bot just got a double kill. And I'm going to smite that. Yeah, and he came back up there. So, and that's kind of unfortunate. I know this guy doesn't have any vision or anything. I would be camping him if I was Shaco too. Wasn't really worth like arguing with right now. Like, yes, obviously. Now the other thing that I haven't mentioned yet, which I guess is kind of an important part of this setup I'm running, is I have Storm Raider Surge. Now most people on Kindred either go Fervor or they take Thunderlords. That's kind of personal preference, but both are good and viable on Kindred. Shaco is just there. So I personally prefer Thunderlords, just because Fervor, you have to get a lot of auto attacks off to sustain that, to really get like the maximum benefit of that buff. So we're gonna just rush Berserker Greaves here. The auto attack increase in speed there is just really, really helpful. Now, Shaco obviously has more of a gank kind of gank-centric kit style just in general. So he is going to be out ganking people compared to me early on. It's just kind of part of the issue, I guess, or part of the matchup that we have. Oh no, come on, let me get it. Cool. That's unfortunate. I don't have enough damage at this point to get that. But what I am going to do is, as soon as I'm going to do another kill, a few more camps here, and I will actually be able to get solo this dragon. So what I'll end up doing is I'll get my jungle item and I'll get a pink ward or control ward, I guess now, and go and get that dragon right about the time. I'll pop my potion here. He's gonna come over this wall. Now this is huge. Double kill here. I don't have anything to save that rise, which is okay though. We'll kill this ward. I'm going to push out this mid lane, and then I'm going to go and get my red first, actually. I don't have any damn mana. So by pushing this out, like, okay, so pushing this out gives one, I get a big experience boost right there compared to Shaco. We got those kills were huge. I'm going to be able to get my red, and I'm going to be able to get my blue. I'm assuming he's going to end up starting back at his blue since it's up. His red I don't think is going to be up yet. So that is going to be really helpful right now as we kind of regain that map presence. So Shaco's top. So what I'm going to do now is push mid and bot. And I'm going to go ahead and solo dragon here. Now, I am going to get red smite. And that's what we're going to buy. I generally would buy 2 of the daggers for the attack speed increase, because you basically rush Blood Razor and then you get hurricanes. But with that being said, I want to make sure I get this dragon. It's an Infernal, and it's the first dragon. Shaco's top, so I do have the advantage right now. So there's Lux. Oh, come on. Come on, come on. Oh, no. Now, that's unfortunate there that Shaco literally just happened to come down there as well for that. Oh, nice. We do have a good amount of poke. There's the clone. He's in that bush. We got Rise here, so we'll clear that wave pretty easy. Now, at this point, what I'm going to do is I'm going to go ahead and get this blue buff. I still have my pink. Shaco is down here, but we're going to have our team here. We have Mayo sitting up top still. I'm not going to smite this. And we're going to get this stuff here right here. I'm going to throw that. Now Lux is coming down. Oh yeah, that's huge. Now, I can't solo at this point. I can't solo this dragon because I don't have enough health. Pull it out, pull it out, pull it out, pull it out! But I can time this. I should be able to time this with a Q. So I got that. We'll get this going. Great. And you can see, like, when Storm Raider Surge procs, like, that move speed burst that you get is crazy. Like, it actually is a really smart idea that Moon tried this out. Like, I wouldn't even, I almost don't run Storm Raiders on, like, literally anyone. Like, I never use it. It's definitely not one of my favorite masteries by any means. But it's great because your E, basically anytime you have your third attack on your E, that % health almost always will proc Storm Raider Surge. So it ends up being like really helpful because you end up getting it all the time. And it helps a lot with repositioning. I mean, there's so many things about it that are just super useful. This is a bad idea. Go ahead and kill that pink. I really want these since we have this map presence right now. But I think this might be a little bold. I'm sure Shaco's around here somewhere as well.
That is why it is beautiful.
So, Shaco, that stuff just disappeared. I don't know if you guys saw that on the mini map, but when that happens, it means it's a slight delay. Like, they don't want you to know that someone is there right this second. So it delays you, it delays showing you that that's been taken, probably by, I don't know what it is exactly. It's probably like 10 seconds or so. It's a slight delay so that you're not able to really track super easily where people are on the map. Now, I'm going to mark Maokai here because Lux is on cooldown, and Lux is going to be my easiest kill, and she's had some poor positioning so far this game, so I'm pretty confident that I will be able to get her again. But for right now, I want to get... Riven can definitely be a snowball, hard carry into this late game here, so I want to try and give him some love now that Dragon's dead. Shaco's bot. I'm gonna get this red, then top. No, wait for me, wait for me. Now I do have my ult up, so we can tower dive Maokai pretty hard here. I just want him to wait for me because I have the mark, so I want to make sure I'm in on this kill. Now I hit him with the red smite, and we're going to get that. Hell yeah. So that's perfect. So I hit him with we got smite, and we got the kill. So like in that situation, Mayo really shouldn't... Oh, we can do this, dude. Let's hit Rift. Forget the tower. In that situation, Mayo really shouldn't have flashed there because... unless he knew he was going to be able to escape, like at that point I had already gotten in range, and I already hit my E. You know what I mean? So like... The reality is he's not going to really be able to get away from that. Now, Rift is both good. Let's see if this Riven lets me take this. Rift is good on either of us. And, yeah. Great. Thank you. So it helps a lot, and it works. It synergizes really well with the rest of your kit as far as, like, your passive stacks and all that good stuff. You're really mobile, so you're constantly kind of generating the Rift Herald stacks. So if you're able to get it, it's definitely good to prioritize that, especially when it gets marked like that. All around, just super solid play. It's a really big lead for us right there. Now what I did is I remarked this Lux. I'm going to take this blue. I know Rise can definitely use blue, but right now I am pretty fed, and I want to still be able to keep the pressure that I have going. Okay, well that's good. So we cleaned up a couple of their wards there. I'm sure that is going to hurt their vision a little bit right now. Drag's up in 1 minute, so I do want to keep control. I can definitely solo this Lux if I can get... Nice, duped it. Now, I don't have vision over there, and I don't want to just face check that. I do have my ultimate, but that's not necessarily going to save me. So I don't want to necessarily... Oh, no way! No way. Totally messed that up. No reason I shouldn't be able to jump over that wall right there. I timed it wrong and picked the wrong spot on the wall. So that's poor placement there. Poor play on my part. Let's see if this Jhin... Okay. Now, Thresh is up mid, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to go ahead and push this out. I don't know if you guys saw it there, but like Storm Raider Surge, right when I did my auto and my Q combo on Lux, it procced. And so that mobility, I mean, I had already kind of sidestepped with Q to dodge the Lux snare anyway. Oh, that was first tower. I already dodged the Lux Q anyway, so it wasn't like make or break from that standpoint, but generally, like in another situation, if it's a Thresh and he's got multiple kind of crowd control effects that he can do, you have that little burst of movement speed to really maximize your positioning, which can just be so huge, especially as a character that's how Kindred is, where you're, you know, a squishy kind of hyper carry type player early on. It helps a lot. It really gives you a lot of leeway as far as your positioning. It lets you make a couple more mistakes, and then, you know, shouldn't be too detrimental to your gameplay. Now, the hardest part of Kindred, in my opinion, like her clear and everything is pretty easy. It's pretty straightforward. She's great at taking dragons, not terrible at dueling, especially once you get a few stacks. But what's really difficult to learn and get good with her is her late game, like, team fight. That along with like her ult, kind of like 2-for-1 there. Her ult, you can very easily save enemy team players accidentally and like totally tilt your team, and there's a lot of issues that can come from your ultimate, as well as a lot of really great plays you can make by saving players. So that being said, it's also, you know, not every game is going to get super late into the game to where you're getting to actually practice your late game team fight portion that much either. So it's the part that you have the least. I almost juked that out. So all I'm trying to do right now is I want to keep control of my buffs and really keep pressure on these lanes. Now we do have both dragons, and again, like, Shaco is a very like gank heavy and objective control type jungler. Like, he can solo dragon from really early on, right? Basically, as soon as he hits level 6, he can solo it. I, as Kindred, can also solo it though very early on. Not to mention how quickly I can do it. That's really like the biggest perk that Kindred has as far as the objectives, is that she can solo them, but she can also do them really fast just because of your percent health. Now, Shaco's over at his blue, Mayo's over there, and these guys are mid, so I needed to be like a little careful with how I position that right there. And I really didn't want to overextend. That's like went through me. So Storm Raiders did proc there, which helped me, you know, create that distance. It really synergizes really well with your Q because it procs a lot of times off of your like auto Q combination, and then gives you just like in between your Qs, you have that burst of move speed to really create that extra distance that you need. So Infernal is the next dragon that's up. We can actually do this Baron. We can do this Baron if I can get someone over there kind of to help me with it, but I can't solo it at all. But I can kill it really fast. So if I can get someone that's tanky enough to just kind of hold it for a little bit, then we should be okay. But we are pushing really good, so I want to stick with my team here and make sure we're kind of keeping the push going here. This is really dumb of Thresh, because I had my ult there too, so no matter what the play was he thought he was setting up, like, I would have been able to just ult and save whoever they were going to try and kill, right? I can. Ooh, that was a little sketchy, but I can Q over that wall. And that's part of why I think they took why Moon took Ghost over Flash, because there's a bunch of areas on the map that as Kindred you can Q over, and with your W, your Q is such a short cooldown. So like, you don't necessarily need the Flash if you know like you can jump over these areas across the map and other people aren't able to do that, you know what I mean? So a lot of times you know, Ghost is helpful if they were like a little bit more of like a bruiser type comp. Ghost is really great because you get Frozen Mallet, and then you have Ghost and like your Q and your mobility, and you're slow on your E, and you're really hard for them to catch. What was it that I want to get next? I am gonna get,
Those who dread us grant us the most power.
I think I'm gonna get a Cleaver. What did he get next? I don't remember, honestly. It's not good of me just to sit here. Oh, we got this. That's right.
Shut down.
Let's do that one. So Cleaver is also really good on Kindred. Now, it's all relative though, because the armor shred in general is just great, right? Like, I think I can save this guy. Nice. Saved himself. I had my ult and I had flash there, so like I for sure could have flashed and then ulted, but I didn't want to necessarily use it for that. But what I was saying is Cleaver is great, and you just get that armor shred, and since you have so much attack speed, you're able to get it stacked up real easily. Now Shaco's over here, so we need to contest this right now. I'm hoping if I ping that enough, my team's going to go over there, but he was there. I saw it right when he spawned. Definitely trying to get that. Now, I have a ton of stacks. Now I'm going to get this Thresh. Nice. So I ended up getting both of them there. I didn't have my ward to ward this damn bush, so I was kind of like flying blind right there. But I knew I was really fed. I just had that spike from buying. Nice. Buying that Frozen Mallet. And we were able to capitalize on that, get that dragon. And it worked out great. What I was saying is that the great part of Cleaver is that you get tanky as well as you get the armor pen, right? So, nice. Gold 4. On our way up the climb, baby. However, if you get just the raw armor pen, I can't remember what the thing is called now, but there's two of them that give you like the 30 or 45% armor pen. Those are also very good in this setup because you don't have to get your auto attacks off to get it to stack. So it gives you a little bit of burst, as well as if they have a bunch of tanky champions, it gives you that additional damage against tanky champions. Or if they have like a Soraka or Nami or someone that's like high healing, or like a Mundo or someone, you can get the one with the grievous wounds that applies on your autos. So both of those are really good. You could also get Cleaver, but I think what I would have done is gone that armor pen and then like the last whisper item, whatever it's called now, and then I would have gotten GA in this situation. And then you're really tanky. You get a good amount of resistances from GA, as well as just the actual effect of it if it pops. And then you have the slow. You're really beefy with Frozen Mallet as well, and you're just doing a ton of damage with your passive stacks and the armor pen. So it ended up being a good game, but I hope you guys can kind of see that Storm Raider Surge build is actually pretty decent and viable, and is actually really fun in that game. They lost the LCS game that they played that today, but Moon did do very well like early and mid game. They just kind of fell off later game, and the other team had some good plays later game, but it wasn't like he was feeding and it was really heavy and he played it anyway. Like, he was actually doing really well, got first blood, and ended up having a good game with it. So hopefully people start playing Kindred a little more and not tilting when he gets picked, or she, or it, or whatever it is. But hopefully you guys enjoyed that. Let me know if you guys have any questions. Peace out. Thanks so much for watching. Comment, rate, subscribe. Have a good day.